This lesson will demonstrate how to add color to your presentation. So go ahead and open up your PowerPoint, and we're not going to get fancy for this project. That will be later, just so you know. We are going to just add a basic background color throughout all the slides. We're not going to visit these fancy design templates. That will be later in computer class. For now, we're just going to add a basic background color scheme. So go ahead and click on your first slide. That's fine. You're going to choose design. You could go to background styles and just quickly pick a nice background color. Notice if you do choose like black and apply it to all, it will change the font to a readable font, in this case white. You could leave that. There's a really cool feature available in PowerPoint, but because you were given this template, there are some problems right now. So for example, if I wanted to change the title, you wouldn't want to visit every single slide to change the title. There's a feature in PowerPoint where you could select the view option, then you would choose Slide Master, and you would change the style here. So you would select that title and choose a different font. Once you close that Slide Master, it changes the title on all the slides. However, there is a problem when you get to the slides that were added. If you added additional slides, this will be a problem. So I'm just going to keep it simple, and I'll apply the design. I'll go to the background styles and add a simple background color. I'll make sure that it's readable and consistent on all slides, so it's consistent. However, on the credits slide, you're going to obviously need to change the credits if you can't read them. So you could physically go in and select all that text and change it. So I'm selecting it. With it selected, I might right click, and then with the color tool, I'll choose it white so that it is readable. For your title slide, feel free to change the title to a different font if you so choose. But I do want you to take note that there should be consistency on all slides. Now we're going to start looking at transitions. So go ahead and click on that first slide. You will then choose transitions at the top. You can go ahead and click on one and it will demonstrate what that transition does. Now I highly recommend that whatever you pick for one, you consistently apply it to all of them. Otherwise, you'd have to click on each slide and apply one, click on the next slide and then apply another. This keeps it professional and simple. So I'm going to go ahead and choose fade. I'm also going to set the timing for each slide. So I'll choose advanced slide after 3 seconds. I will then choose apply to all. I'm going to go ahead and click F5 of the keyboard so you can see the presentation. I'm not clicking on the mouse. It will go after 3 seconds per slide. That's great. It's a nice fade through. It's beautiful. For this presentation, we're going to keep it totally simple. Now, if you apply 3 seconds to all these slides, you might want to go to the first slide and then go to the top under transitions and just set it to maybe 2 or 1 second. We don't need 3 seconds to read image portfolio. Oh, I forgot to add my name. So I'll go ahead and set it to maybe 2 seconds and test it. We are now ready to set up our credits. You could go ahead and change the font if you want by selecting it, but I'm just going to change the title and I'll choose Bernard. I might make it a little larger, and I'm ready to set up the credits. So go ahead and click on the credits. You can see that it's selected. You would then choose animations at the top. You would then click on Add Animation. Click on that little drop down arrow. You're going to then choose More Entrance Effects. Locate Credits. Click on that and say OK. Now if I were to hit the play button, you can see what this looks like. And that's really slow. So if you want to change that, go ahead and I'm going to click Stop. In that animation pane window, I'm going to demonstrate if that's not showing. You would then make sure Animations is selected and choose Animation Pane at the top. Go ahead and click on that drop down arrow, choose Effect Options. You would then come to the Timing section. Notice it says 15 seconds. You could click in there, and I'm going to backspace to get rid of the 5 and maybe add a 0 for 10 seconds and say OK. We'll go ahead and click play and test it. Much better. Stop that. So I'm happy with that. This concludes the session on how to add a basic design, making sure that the font is consistent on all slides, how to handle the credits at the end, and how to add transitions. Until next time, you have a wonderful day.